If you're doing something or if you are with someone, notice how you're feeling in that moment. That is your indication. Hey guys, so I just got out of the shower and I'm just gonna share a couple of things that I do when I wash my hair. So let's go.
The biggest mistake that people do while wiping their hair is that they rub it and they wipe it. That's absolutely not recommended. You just want to take the towel and dab through and squeeze through the water, excess water from your hair, and never give it a rub. Then I take my serum and apply it evenly on my hair. I make sure that I do it every single time I wash my hair because it really helps control the frizz and gives a nice texture to my hair. You can apply it not just after you wash your hair, but even if sometimes through the week, if you feel that it's getting a little messy or unmanageable, you can always apply serum back to your hair again, and that's what works for me.
So guys, I'm not a very brand conscious person. I only use what works the best for me, especially when it comes to my hair. So if it's a very expensive product but it works for my hair, I use that. And if it's a super cheap product but it still works for my hair, I still use it. So I'm just going to show you for serum that I just applied. I use the L'Oreal Smooth Intense serum. It's not very expensive. I think it's just $250, but it's amazing. It works really well for my hair. For my shampoo and conditioner, this is what I use. Argan Oil of Morocco. This is again a super amazing shampoo that I've been using now for over 4 or 5 years. It just leaves my hair really frizz free and it works amazing for my hair, and same for the conditioner. This is the same conditioner that I use and I don't think I'm going to change it. I'm a super non-experimental person when it comes to buying products. If I get my eye on something, that's all that I want. I don't want to shift, and that's what I do. I never change products that way. Now, one very important tip that I'll give you is never blow dry your hair while drying it. Let it dry naturally because it's gonna really make your hair brittle and dry, and you don't want that, especially if you're using it every single day. Once in a while it's fine, but it's not at all good to use a blow dryer. And I also try to stay away from extreme heat, applying extreme heat to my hair in terms of straightener. Curler I don't use because my hair is naturally curly and wavy like that, so I don't really use a curler. But I definitely try to avoid straightener as well as much as possible. As much heat as possible, I stay away from it. Once in a while, in a couple of months, that's a different scene altogether, but even then you should apply something like a serum or something that will protect your hair from damaging. So I do that. But tie your hair when they are wet because it's gonna make them even more weaker than they already are. It's gonna cause you a lot of hair fall, so don't do that. But when it's damp is when you can maybe just do something like braids or something. For me especially, I used to have very frizzy hair, and I still have frizzy hair, especially when I'm near a beach or something. My hair just gets this big, yeah. And even if I like get drenched in the rain or something, it gets so big. But I have frizzy hair, so what I like to do is when I have damp hair, when it's dried out a little bit, I just tie it out, say in a bun or just with a rubber band, so it helps it settle down a little bit, and that really works for me. But today I'm also going to show you what I do with my hair sometimes when it's damp. So it's already curly, I know that, but for that extra curls, I sometimes braid it out when it's just half wet. That kind of gives a very different change to my hair that I like. So I'll show that to you in a bit as well. Okay, so let's get ready. And again, I'm starting afresh with nothing at all on my face. But before we start, let's talk about something. I recently got asked by someone, what do you do when your ex tries to come back? So her situation was that she had moved on. She was at least trying to move on, and it had been 4 or 5 months that they broke up. She was trying her best to move on basically, and it was not a very good place to be at for her. Maybe suddenly this guy texts her back. Suddenly he tries to come back. Her question was that what do you do in that situation? How do you get away from it? Because she didn't want to feel that way. She said that I definitely didn't want to go back, but the second that the guy messaged her, she went numb. And for those few moments, she had these flashbacks and she had these negative thoughts emerging from everywhere, and like I said, she went numb. She was just trying to understand, what do you do in that situation? What do you do? Now I want to ask you one thing, for anyone who's going through something like that. How much do you respect yourself? That is that's what's going to define everything and decide everything for you. I just know that if someone made you feel a certain way and you were courageous enough to get away from it and walk away from it, first of all, congratulations for that, क्योंकि सब नहीं कर पाते. Okay, not everyone is able to do that. Not everyone is able to walk off from a relationship that was toxic for them. So if you did that, good job. Now if someone is texting you back, everything lies on you. You can either put yourself back into feeling all those things, or you can try to move on. I know for some people it's really difficult, because when someone texts you back, all you want to do is check again how they are doing. There is a hope inside of us that says that, okay, maybe things can work out again, right? This is what we feel. But there is a reason why they are in your past. There is a reason why they are not in your present. Please understand that. If you even think of going back to them, it just means that you're disrespecting yourself. You are disrespecting the entire time that you spent away from them trying to work on yourself. The entire world is waiting for you. If you've tried to be happy on your own, say no to anything else that makes you feel otherwise. Say no to absolutely anything else. If someone is just making your heart fill up with these emotions, these heavy emotions that this person was talking about, you know what to do. You would never want to put yourself in a situation where you feel that way. Now, 1 second, let me apply this mascara. I can't talk while applying the mascara, so. Okay, so getting back to the point. See, when you get away from people, they will always try to come back. Okay, if you have been trying to get away from people, when you break up and then you start being happy and you start being content in yourself, they will always come back. But that is a test for you. That is a test for you in that moment as to what do you prioritize. That is a test for you as to what do you put ahead in front of you. You will always have two options. Either the option would be to break down in that moment and let someone else take charge of how you're feeling in that moment by just giving it to him. The people who just break down when someone comes back to them saying, hi, I miss you, or whatsoever, and you're like, okay, yeah, maybe he's changed, and maybe things may just like work out. Even if they didn't before, they might just work out. In those moments is your real testing time. It's when you are actually being tested. Please don't give in to those moments. If they were supposed to be in your life, they would have made an attempt and not left at the first place. You don't want to put yourself through it once again. Trust me. You really don't want to put yourself through it once again. And just understand one thing. Think of what you want your life to look like in the next 2 years. And think of what it looked like when you were with this person. And just decide into which direction do you want to go. Which direction your heart wants to go in. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Do not go back to anything that made you feel this way at the first place. was saying, being in that low vibe state is not going to bring you anything. So move ahead. Do not reply back. Do not text back. Do not get into a conversation with someone, all right, from your past. If he's trying to make a conversation, just cut him out. Do whatever you want to do, because this is your life and everything is in your hands. You don't owe anyone any explanation, only an explanation to yourself. You can grow with time and you can move ahead in life. You can make changes in yourself and you can grow as a person, but some people never change. Always take your feelings as a trigger, as a direction, okay, to where you want to go. Always take your feelings. If you're doing something or if you are with someone, notice how you're feeling in that moment. That is your indication. All right, always remember that. अच्छा लग रहा है किसी के साथ, you know that's an indication. बुरा लग रहा है किसी के साथ, you know again that is an indication. Always follow your indication in terms of the feelings. It will never lie to you. Just like in this moment, your feelings were an indication that you don't want to go back to that place again. Stay strong and stay committed to the promise that you made to yourself, and it will pay off. I hope any one of you was able to make use of this, and especially the person who asked me this question. I really hope that she's able to look past what she's not able to see right now, and it helps you. If this video is of some help to you at least. I'm also going to show you what my hair looks like after I braid them when they are damp, and yeah, just see a little more curls in my hair.